Alright, hello all, welcome to our next game, which is, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. So, yeah. Oh, this is going to be hectic. I know it's going to be hectic, but it is the way of the challenge, isn't it? So yes, we will begin the game. I will turn off the this first. There we go. My bad. Welcome back in, Joe. How you doing? There's no options here, so that's fine. New game it is. Here we go. Try to help if you can. We'll see Crawford, powerful Yorkist nobleman. Lacking a duelist to champion their cause, defeat was imminent for the Lancastrians. In England, dual card games were still at the fledgling stage. Thus, the Lancastrians had to look elsewhere for a dual master capable of facing the Rosencrews in battle. With this in mind, Margaret May Beaufort of Lancaster secretly requested a high druid to summon a duelist from another age. No worries at all, Van. Have a good day. Oh, this man's stuttering. Oh, really? That's not good. Ooh! Summoned from a mystic circle of red and white roses, the one capable of harnessing pure power, there was truth to the legend of the Rose Duelist. Lady Margaret, I did it. Now we have the means for defeating the evil forces of Rosencrews. Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I'd forgotten I was in the presence of the Rose Duelist. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Simon McMorrin, High Druid and Servant of Lancaster. It was your end? Oh, okay. May I be so bold as to ask the name by which the Rose Duelist would like to be known? Yeah, so sorry, my cargo. I had to do some stuff. Put the dog out, and just have a quick rest, really. Just a quick break. Psyched. A fine name indeed. Damn right. Now, here's the situation. The year is 1485 and you are currently in Stonehenge, near Salisbury, England. England is in turmoil with the House of Lancaster's rightful claim to the throne being challenged by the Yorkists' usurpers. The power struggle is referred to as the Wars of the Roses, a name based on the badges used by both sides, a red rose for the Lancastrians and a white rose for the Yorkists. Right now, our kingdom is threatened by the Yorkists and their wrongful claim to the throne, all because the Yorkists enjoy the support of the Rose Crusaders and their sorcerous White Rose cards. Using our Red Rose cards, we summoned you, Pshyched, to this day and age. We hope that your dueling experience will defeat the Rose Crusaders and lead us to victory. You'll help us? Of course you will. Foolish of me to even doubt where your loyalties lie. Rumor has it that only the legendary Rose Duelists stands a chance against the power of Rosencrews. We appreciate any help that you can provide against them. Before I forget, I should warn you that the rules to dueling differ from those of your age. Here in England, dueling is governed by what is known as the perfect rule. In addition to several minor distinctions, there are two major differences. One is the existence of movement or positioning, the other is the deck lever concept. These are two aspects of dueling that were lost in the process when the ancient sport of duel monsters was adapted to card form. The perfect rule represents those lost rules that were Miraculously revived here in England. Perhaps a practice duel will serve better than an explanation, shall we? Yes, please, please. I have no idea what's going on. Welcome back in, Brennan. Is this a sequel to Kingdom Come then? I'm not too sure, Joe. Hey Lucas, how you doing? Hello from Australia over here. Let's start with the basics of dueling. First, let me show you how to summon a monster. To bring a monster into play, you must summon it from your hand to the field. Now let's draw a card from your deck. Dark Magician, alright. Currently, the card you're indicating is your deck leader, the Dark Magician. Let's order your deck leader to operate your hand. Good luck, thank you, Lucas. You can do this by selecting the deck leader and pressing the square button. See the blue squares? That's the area where you can place your summoned monster. Let's place the monster in the position directly in front of your deck leader. Line up the cursor by pressing the up arrow directional button and press the X button. I didn't do that. This is your current hand. Apparently, there's only one monster in your hand that can be summoned to the field. This is because summoning a monster requires a certain amount of power. Oh yes, okay. The spot you currently indicated is where your currently available summoning power is displayed. At the start of the duel, you have 4 summoning power points. This amount will increase by 3 every turn, and you can accumulate up to a maximum of 12 points. When a monster is placed on the field, summoning power points equal to the monster's level are expended. Your current summoning power points total 4. Hence, the only monster card you can summon to the field is a level 4 monster, the Celtic Guardian. The dark cards are the monsters that you are unable to summon. Thank you. Summon the Celtic Guardian. First, move the cursor over the Celtic Guardian card. At this point, if you wish to cancel your selection, okay. I'm not controlling this, by the way, it's just showing me. You've now summoned the Celtic Guardian and the guard is ready for battle. Now let's attack your opponent with the Celtic Guardian. To control a monster on the field, you must first activate the card you wish to move. Now I'm going to get the Coca-Cola for this. Blue Eyes White Dragon. This Blue Eyes White Dragon is your opponent's leader. Let's try to attack the enemy leader. First, let's activate your monster by lining the cursor over the desired card and pressing the X button. See the yellow square? This indicates the space where your monster can be moved to this turn. Your opponent's deck leader is directly ahead. Let's move straight into this space. To move your monster, you must select your destination with the cursor and press the X button. The Celtic Guardian advanced 1 space, completing its move for this turn. Monsters can only move once per turn. However, a deck leader summoning does not count as a move, hence the monster can move immediately after being summoned to the field. Since there is nothing else left to do this turn, let's end your turn. Okay. From this point, it's your opponent's turn. Your opponent is summoning a monster and preparing to attack you. Now it's your turn. There's an enemy monster heading your way. Let's use the Celtic Guardian to eliminate the threat. To attack your opponent's monster, all you have to do is move the monster into the same space occupied by the enemy monster. The monster attacking the other monster is referred to as a battle. The outcome of a battle is decided by the attack and defense factors of the respective monsters. Putting the outcome aside, let's attack. Remember how to move your monster? Yes. Let's do it. You've eliminated your opponent's monster and moved 1 space closer to your opponent's leader. However, your opponent is now aware that your monster's strength and will of your monster's strength and will probably bring a more powerful monster into play to retaliate. Now let's take a look at the factors that govern the outcome of the battle. Hoi-yo-yoy. Here's how your attack played out. Your Celtic Guardian was in the attack position. Your monster automatically assumes the attack position whenever it is moved. The attack position indicates that your monster has either moved or attacked. A monster that doesn't move and holds its position is said to be in the defense position. Currently, your Celtic Guardian and the opposing baby dragon are both in the attack position. The outcome of the battle is decided by comparing the strengths of each monster. In this case, both monsters are in the attack position, hence the attack factors of both monsters are compared. Okay, the attack of the baby dragon is 200, 1200. I can already tell you're going to be over the moon on this one. I haven't played this like a million years either. This is going to be great. As a result, the baby dragon is eliminated and the attack difference of the 200 is applied as damage against your opponent's LP. I see. Now let's take a look at what might have happened if the opposing monster was stronger. Let's say your opponent had a Kumori dragon in play with an attack of 1500. The monster is much more powerful than your Celtic Guardian. When you attack this creature, let me guess, that takes 100 off my one and kills my Celtic Guardian. Oh, look at that. What if the attacks were equal? Let's say a winged dragon guardian of the fortress number 1 with an attack of 1400 is brought into play. What happens? What a name. What is a winged dragon? Nothing happens. They both die. Okay. Defense position, okay. Hard Armor is a monster with a high defense factor. The card is currently horizontal or in the defense position. A monster set in this position cannot move or attack. In battle, the defense of the monster in the defense position is used to decide the outcome. Although the defense of the Hard Armor is fairly high, there's nothing compared to the attacking Celtic Guardian. Let's attack the monster. Hard Armor is eliminated. Note that eliminating a monster in defense position will not inflict any damage to the player controlling the eliminated monster. Okay. Now let's see what happens if the defending monster is Aquamador. This card is a defense of 2000. What happens when you attack the monster with your Celtic Guardian? Your attack is countered, and the 600 point difference between the attack of the Celtic Guardian and the defense of the Aquamador is inflicted against your LPs. Since your attack failed, your attacking monster is driven back to its original position. What if you attack a Rock Ogre Grotto number 2, whose defense is equal to your monster's attack? Exodia this guy. Though no damage is applied to your LPs, your monster is forced back to its original position. That concludes our lesson on battle outcomes. Now let's continue with the duel. He's going to be so confused when they explain how Pot of Greed works. Oh, fantastic. As you recall, your Celtic Guardian successfully moved into a position where it could attack your opponent's leader. Your opponent's leader is unsupported and defenseless, leaving it wide open for a direct attack. A direct attack is an ideal opportunity to inflict major damage to your opponent's LP. Attacking your leader will result in inflicting LP damage equivalent to the attacking monster's attack factor. Let's try a direct attack. The procedure is the same as the setting up a battle between two monsters. You've now inflicted 400 points of damage to your opponent's LP. You're now on your way to victory. As you can see, it is important to avoid direct attacks as much as possible. You should act immediately whenever your enemy monster is approaching your leader. Currently, you're winning. However, your opponent may retaliate with this in mind. Summon a monster with a high defense points. Let's use this monster to protect the front of your leader, since it has a high defense place. Place it in your defense position. To set a monster into the defense position, I'll follow the same step as movement and set the cursor of your monster and select it for a move. Now press the L1 and R1 buttons to switch between attack and defense positions. Be careful that you don't move the monster to its destination space, as this will automatically set the monster into its attack position. Note that the monster card summoned on the field is initially placed face down and hidden from your opponent's view. The card will be flipped face up whenever it attacks or is attacked by an enemy. You may also manually flip a card face up. To do so, select the card for a move and press the L2, R2 buttons. Fantastic. Once you have the card in your desired position, press the X button to enter your selection. However, you should note that a face-up card cannot be returned to a face-down position. That's why you should be very careful when you manually turn a card face-up. Alright. Oh, hey Verm, hey Harum. Your opponent now has summoned a Kaiser Dragon, a powerful dragon-type monster. You don't have a monster that's strong enough to withstand an attack from this creature. Fortunately, you have a magic card on the field that's capable of stopping the attack of dragon-type monsters. Of course I do. In fact, this magic card is capable of preventing the movement of all dragon-type monsters on the field. Let's use this magic to stop the opposition and focus on the continuing our attack on the opponent's leader. You can trigger a magic card by flipping it face up and completing its move. Flip the card face up in a manner, yep. The opposing monster has been neutralized with a magic and a spell. Now let's go after the enemy leader. A duel can go either way at times. You may find yourself cornered by a cunning opponent. There will be occasions where there's nothing you can do but accept defeat and go for a rematch. You may surrender a match by pressing the select button. But don't give up too quickly. A well-played card can easily turn the tide of battle in your favour. This concludes our lesson on the fundamentals of how to battle in a duel. Oh my god. Now let's take a look at how a duel is settled. There are 4 individual conditions for deciding the outcome of a duel. One condition is to reduce an opponent's LP to 0. Maybe write notes for the test. Maybe. Your Kyoto Guardian is about to execute a direct attack on your opponent's leader. Yeah. Since your opponent only has 1,000 life points left, it's gonna kill it, obviously, yes. Damage you inflict will reduce your opponent's LP well past 0. In short, you're about to emerge victorious. The following example is a more complicated situation for which the LP 0 condition applies. In this scenario, the LPs of both players are 50 and 500 points respectively. Your opponent has a not too powerful Needle Ball monster in play. However, the monster has a special ability. When the monster is eliminated in battle, it automatically inflicts 500 points of damage to the opponent's LP. Strength-wise, the Celtic Guardian is far stronger than the Needle Ball. And that's what happens. Now let's take a look at what happens when you attack this monster. As you can see, the LPs of both players have been reduced to 0. The result is a draw match. In this manner, the outcomes of a duel is decided after all the triggered effects have been taken into account. Be careful that you don't get dragged into a draw when you have a good chance of winning a match. Another outcome, the occupation of summon areas. The areas in which the blue summon areas if all of these areas are occupied by your opponent's forces, you will lose the match in play. To be more specific, if your opponent occupies all your summon areas at the end of your turn, you lose. If you find yourself surrounded, it is vital that you clear at least one of these areas before your turn is over. Alright. If your leader is in the position that leaves you with only 3 summon areas, when you're at the edge like this, there's only few summon areas, and if they are all occupied, you'll lose. Depending on the terrain conditions, there are spaces that cannot be used as summon areas. In this situation, there are fewer summon areas, and if they are occupied by your opponent, you will lose. The next condition for deciding a duel, LP comparison resulting from the clock running out on a duel. The time displayed in this duel is displayed in this location. The number of turns remaining will decrease by 1 following the completion of your turn. Yep. When the number of turns remaining reaches 0 and both players complete their respective turns, the outcome of the duel will be decided. In this case, the player with the highest number of LP. Yes, that's pretty obvious. Thank you. The final condition for winning is unleashing the power of Yugioh the Forbidden One. It is said that somewhere in this world there are 5 very rare cards known as Yugioh the Forbidden One and its 4 forbidden limbs. Individually, these cards are weak due to the spells that bind them. However, once those spells are broken, the unassailable force is unleashed. To release Yugioh from the binding spells, the following steps are required. Yugioh the Forbidden One. First, Yugioh the Forbidden One must be brought to into play as your deck leader. Then you must position the 4 limbs of Yugioh in the surrounding summon areas. From there, flip over into the attack position when you enter into the turn without any spells or controls preventing. Yugioh will be freed and your opponent will face hopeless defeat at the hands of this awesome creature. How you doing, Callum? Sorry, man. How you doing? Yugioh is a free win condition, basically. It's a dumb thing you have to pull with luck. It sounds like it. Now let's take a closer look at some of the other details. Oh my god. First, you should be aware that there's a limit to the number of cards that can be placed on the field. Here's a situation where several monsters have been summoned to the field. Oh lord. This displays how many monsters you have in play at the field. Each duelist can only place 5 monsters specifically on the field. Any attempt to summon a monster that exceeds the aforementioned limit it gets easier once you start playing. This tutorial is a bit much. Will result in the summoned monster being reduced to dust. Likewise, only 5 spell cards can be placed on the field. You should take care to leave a summon area open so you won't find yourself in a situation where you are unable to play a key card. And now let's talk about consumption and recovery of summoning power points. Summoning power points are required in order to summon a monster to the field. At the outset of the duel, each duelist has 4 summoning power points. Hence, bring your level 4 monster into play at the start of the duel. Brings it to 0. Way. Summoning power points spent in this manner will gradually recover as time passes. At the beginning of a turn, 3 points will be added. Huzzah. Points that are not expended will continue to accumulate. To 20 minutes already? Oh god. However, you'll not be able to accumulate over 12 points, even in situations where the addition of points would exceed 12 points. You will not gain beyond the amount. Some monsters or spell cards can significantly help or hinder recovery of summoning power points. Use these to your best advantage. Now let's talk about what spell cards are. When placed face down and unused, your opponent will not be able to tell whether or not you have a spell or monster card in your play. Like monster cards, spell cards can be attacked and can initiate attacks. The face of monster card is yours. Your opponent is a spell card. The spell card is attacked by a monster who is easily destroyed. Although a spell card can be easily destroyed, attacking a spell card will never result in damage to your opponent's life points. How you doing, not done? This is just a hectic tutorial, I can tell you that much. Now you have a face down monster card. In monster vs monster battles, face down monsters will turn face up. Here's what happens with spell cards. As you can see, the spell card is destroyed, but the monster card remains face down. As a result, spell cards cannot be used to discover the identity of a monster card. The only way to do that is to attack with a monster card. Oh, this is, yeah. Let's see what happens when a spell card is used to initiate an attack. Yeah, easily destroyed. This is still the case, even, yep. Spell card is destroyed. To see what happens when you use a spell card to initiate an attack against an opponent's face-down monster card. Although it can't be verified, the card being attacked is a face-down monster card. As in the previous case, for a monster card attacks the card was face down. You should always remember that although spell cards are capable of powerful magic, they can be easily destroyed. Okay. Now we'll take a look at what happens when you take a spell card attack. Okay, first, let's see what happens when you attack an opponent's spell card with the face down spell card. In this case, the attack spell card is destroyed and attacking. Okay. Initiating attack with a face down spell card will turn that you avoid having the card turn face up when you wish to avoid it. The fundamental rule is that a spell card cannot turn an opposing spell card face up in a battle. Let's see what happens when a face up spell card attacks an opposing spell card. It gets destroyed. Ah, and it uses it. Amazing. This time the spell card is activated. It's important to remember this position. Hence, regardless of whether a battle occurs, the magic card is activated since it clears being faced up. As a result, you should be careful about moving a face-up spell card. Hey Brentford. Oh my god. Now we'll discuss terrain effects. The field on which a battle is conducted consists of spaces with various terrain features. The majority of these terrain features have their own unique energy force and often strengthens or weakens a monster. Let's take a look at an example. Right now, the Celtic Guardian is in a space where the terrain has no effect whatsoever on the card. So college course on statistics. Yes. The result of that, both attack and defense have been, yep, let's move this card into a meadow space. Excuse me. In this space, the attack defense factors increase by 500, raising the factors by 900 and 700 respectively. Like cramming on the night before an exam, yeah. You're gonna come out of this with a PhD. Since the Celtic Guardian is a warrior-type monster, has an advantage when occupying meadow terrain. In this manner, whenever a monster is in its favoured terrain, 500 bonus points are awarded. What happens when it goes to a non-favoured thing? If a monster starts its if a monster starts its move in a favourable terrain, the monster can move up to 2 spaces. A monster card with increased movement capability is noted in this area. Oh wow. Card increased movement, yes I can tell. Oh. Hey Mikey, how you doing? Please note that a face down card is not awarded terrain bonus. Yep. Now, let's try moving the card. This time the Celtic Guardian is face down. As you can see, there is no movement bonus awarded despite the fact that the monster card is located in a favourable terrain space and is sending the card face up. Oh my god. 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 You can see, I can see, yes. Thank you. Hence, to take advantage of the movement bonus, you must first turn the card face up and then select the space which wants it to move. This time we have a dark terrain space. Okay, Gyaken Tenno Megami is a fairy type which is not suited for dark terrain. When not affected by terrain, the Gyakenese Megami cards and attack and defense factors are 1800 and 2000 respectively. Now let's move the card into an unsuitable terrain space. The cathedral music completes it, I know. Oh yo, yep, goes down by 500. Since terrain can significantly affect the outcome of the battle, you should plan a destination for committing a move. Alright. Since we're on the subject of terrain effects, let's talk about terrains with special features. First of all, there's the Labyrinth terrain. The Labyrinth is an extremely powerful obstruction and cannot be entered by most monsters and spell cards, nor by a deck leader. In addition, a Labyrinth space cannot function as a summoning space. However, a card that has entered the Labyrinth space means effects such as a teleportation can easily exit the space and enter adjacent spaces. You can also initiate an attack against a monster located in the Labyrinth space. Wall Shadow has the ability to freely enter or exit the Labyrinth space. It is currently located in the Labyrinth space. The Flame Swordsman has an attack capability that exceeds Wall Shadow. What happens when the Flame Swordsman attacks the monster located in the Labyrinth space? As can be seen, the opposing monster is destroyed. However, Flame Swordsman cannot enter the Labyrinth space. Aside from certain monsters, Labyrinth is a space that can never be entered, making the space ideal for preventing an advance. Use it wisely. Crushed terrain can be entered with no resistance and has no positive or negative effects on most monsters. However, this area is infected with a plague that will attack and destroy powerful monsters. Specifically, any monster with an attack of 1500 or more will be immediately destroyed under any of the following conditions. Oh my god, a monster is Summoned in the cross space, moves into the cross space, is located in a space that is transformed into a cross space, or is in a cross space when either you or your opponent's turn ends. Since the Celtic Guardian has an attack of 400, it is not affected by the crush space, since the crush is not activated unless the monster has an attack of 300 or more. On the other hand, the Flame Swordsman has an attack of 800 that will activate the crush. Virus Infection. The effect of the crush space is deadly, however there are no restrictions to exiting the crush space and entering the adjacent space. In short, if you find your monster moved into a crush space by means such as teleportation, you could avoid destruction by immediately moving out of the space. Since the crush space is activated by the attack level, the leader, which doesn't have any attack in a spell, can move normally in the space. As can be seen, there are various special features for particular terrain spaces. The mark of a good duelist is how well he or she can use the terrain to his or her advantage. Yes, Oh my god, how long is this fucking tutorial? Now we'll discuss spellbinding. Spellbinding is a condition by which a card is unable to move as a result of the spell of other means. When a card is spellbound, it cannot be moved, flipped, or repositioned for an attack or defense. Let's see what happens when the Celtic Guardian is spellbound. Right now, the Celtic Guardian is able to move due to a spell, which the turn count for a spellbinding begins on the turn following the actual casting of the spell, so if a card is spellbound for one turn, it won't be able to move in the next turn, and regains movement on the turn following the next. Thank you. Went away and came back, and the Duel is still going super retro. Oh my god. There are situations in which spellbinding can last more than one turn. In fact, there's a very dangerous condition, eternal spellbinding, which doesn't release the bound card no matter how many turns may pass. At the moment, Celtic Guardian is held as an eternal spellbinding. Under this condition, the Celtic Guardian will not be able to move no matter how many times you declare that your turn is ended. Instead of the number of turns remaining, the card is able to move. The affinity mark is there instead. It is very difficult to break an eternal spellbinding, really. There are only a few monsters and spells that have the capability to free the spellbound monster. Aside from the aforementioned, the only other way to free a monster from spellbinding is to destroy it. Now let's take a look at the most common form of spellbinding, the attribute binding. The Parrot Dragon is a wind attribute monster with an attack of 2000. It is much stronger than the Celtic Guardian. However, the Celtic Guardian is an earth attribute monster which places it in a more favourable position against wind attributed monsters. The advantages and disadvantages of attributes are displayed respectively during a battle. Let's see what happens when the Celtic Guardian attacks. The weaker Celtic Guardian is destroyed, however the opposing Parrot Dragon is now spellbound for one turn. In this manner, a monster of lower attributes that survives a battle is spellbound in the turn that follows. This rule also applies even if both monsters survive the battle, as in a case where a monster is able to destroy an opposing monster with a higher defense factor. Attribute difference can be effective when using a weak monster to render a stronger monster immobile. Oh my god, an opponent's powerful monster is in pursuit. You don't have any surprise up your sleeve, and your leader is isolated, creating a dangerous situation. Even under such desperate circumstances, a good duelist will bide for time, believing in the summon monster and the chance of drawing a card that could turn the tide of battle. Your belief in the luck of the draw could be the key to winning a battle. Among duelists, the belief is referred to as a destiny draw. Depending on how desperate a situation is and how gifted you are as a duelist, you may be granted the opportunity to attempt a destiny draw. Just like victory may smile on you, this is your chance to draw the card that could turn the tables against your enemy. The destiny draw opportunity is signaled by flashing the area that is normally used to indicate that you can summon a monster from your hand. Drawing when this condition is indicated will usually result in the drawing of a card that will help you in your current predicament. Try drawing a card now. Destiny draw. Take a look at the last card that you drew. The card on the far right. It should be a card that will bail you out of your current situation. Using this card wisely will help you overcome your desperate situation. However, you should remember that a destiny draw depends on luck and can only occur once in a duel. When it might happen is anybody's guess. All you can hope for is that Lady Luck smiles you when you most need it. And that won't happen if your hand already consists of 5 cards. If that is the case, then all you need to do is reduce your hand in the following turn in the hopes that you're triggering a destiny draw. Of course, if your deck is low cards, there will be no destiny draw. Luck is an important element of victory. Even the best duelist could lose without the aid of a Lady Luck. All cards are deeply bound to the duelist. Your experience is vital key to strengthening the power of your deck. An indication of this is provided by a rank record of your card's performance throughout all your duels. The highly ranked card will demonstrate the special powers unique to nature when the card becomes a leader. Take a look at the Dark Magician ranked Field Marshal. At this rank, this card's special powers are extended support range, increased strength for same type friendlies, and weaken specific enemy type. Let's take a look at your opponent's leader. Oh. The Baby Dragon has the following special powers: increased movement and open opponent's card. Since there are various special powers that evolve for each leader's monster, we won't be able to cover them all. To understand the concept, let's take a look at the Baby Dragon situation. The best way to learn about the special powers for card is to raise your own leader and watch it evolve through the course of battle. Baby Dragon has the power to turn any approaching enemy card face up for open viewing. Our Celtic Guardian is currently face down and heals the enemy leader. Okay. Celtic Guardian is automatically turned face up. This for turn face will also flip a face down spell card to their face up position. This is just a sample of one of the special powers. To find out more, you will simply have to raise your own leader and watch the card evolve as you duel. That pretty much covers the rules of dueling. Really, 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Oh my god. First night, you must select a deck to duel with. It is important that you feel the vibrations of a deck leader the minute. Resonations that ring true to your soul. Oh, was that all? Yeah, 41 minutes. Hey Scopes, how you doing? The deck leader acts as an intermediary between HM1s and the deck leader. Sight is essential that you select a card leader whose rhythm matches the stirrings of your soul. Here are several decks from which to choose. Give it some serious thought and make your selection. Choose carefully, for the deck you select will guide the destiny of your duels. Yeah, I'm doing terribly. This is horrible. I don't know. What am I gonna pick? Fine. Pick the dog one. What's the dog one? Cryo. I was thinking Luminous Soldier actually. Just because of the attack. Screw it. Ah, I see you have selected your deck. So that's the effect of the Celtic Red Rose cards. It looks like there's some truth to the rumor that Red Rose cards are capable of time transformation. Who's there? Seto, it's been some time since the Battle of Barnet, old one. Rosencruz, what brings you here? Only a member of our Rose Crusaders may call me by that name. You may recall I told you once before that you may only address me as Seto. What has memory failed you, old man? And you must be the dreaded Rose Duelist. I must admit that it's a certain aura of power emanating from you. I believe an introduction is in order. I am Seto, leader of the Rose Crusaders. There are members of the little group who prefer to call me by the name of Seed Rosencruz. As we begin, what brings you here, Seto? Mind your manners, old man. What else would bring me here? I've come for the Red Rose cards. After all, it was you who showed me how the summoning capabilities will evolve when the Red Rose cards are combined with transport powers. Oh my lord. Hey Gone Mad, how you doing? Man, this literally just had a 41-minute tutorial. 41-minute tutorial. Can confirm at Stonehenge all that occurs is Yugioh battles. White Rose cards. You aren't thinking of attempting the Forbidden Rose summoning? If so, then the Red Rose cards must never fall into your evil hands. Card sorcery taps into the powers of the ancient ones. By their very nature, each card is a double-edged sword that can cut both ways. The Red Rose cards will enhance your Red's powers, no longer hold one that leads to the world by combining both red and white. Oh, well, I will sacrifice my own life if need be to prevent any from uttering the spell of doom. The spell of doom, Fool. The 16 red and white rose cards grant power over all. Druid legend has twisted the true meaning of these cards. We Rose Crusaders have sworn to create a utopia free from the ravages of war. We intend to accomplish this with the power of the gods. We should do so by extending the rule of Richard III throughout the known world. Long time to learn how to press X, I know, right? By the way, it was clever of you to form a circle of red roses within the white rose barrier to summon the Rose Duelist. You were foolish to come alone. This area is surrounded, and if you wish to leave with your life, you will do so by handing over the red rose cards. Me, a fool? Then what about you? Are you a fool enough to actually believe the red rose cards would remain here in my possession? Right after the summoning, I had the cards dispersed among our best duelists to keep them from your tainted hands. Then you leave me with one option. I shall enlist the aid of your precious Rose Duelist. You take leave of your senses. And you speak too soon, old man. Heed my words, Duelist. If you wish to return to your proper time period, you will require 16 cards of the red and white roses. The red and white positions must be laid out in the reverse of the sign where you can send you home. You know the spell, since you need the 16 rose cards just as much as we do, after Rose Partnership, help us gather the cards that will guarantee your return after we've achieved our ultimate goal. An absurd proposal. Do you think that the Honourable Sight would even lend an ear to your ridiculous proposal? Can you be so sure, old man? Let me see. Salmon's side has 8 of the red rose cards, while my side, the Rose Crusaders, have possession of the 8 white rose cards. As the numbers are even, simple, arithmetic indicates that you could side with either of us. But I'm sure you'll take into account who's winning this war after all, who was desperate enough to summon you in the first place. I think it's quite clear which side is better positioned to use send you home. Sight, heed not the words of this power-hungry lunatic. Simon must resort to name-calling. I'm hurt. I'll tell you what. Why don't you leave the decision to our dear duelist? After all, Simon, the duelist's future is for us to decide now, isn't it? Well, yes, but splendid. In keeping with the tradition of the old temple gardens, I offer you a choice. Duelist, here are 2 roses. The white one represents me, and the red rose for Simon here. For the sake of justice, choose the red rose. Stand by my side, duelist. Choose the white rose. Yeah, it's already. I haven't even played the game yet. Gone mad. It's been like I haven't even played anything yet. Hopefully, you got something to drink. Thinking of all very dry now. I already have. I might have to get some water after this. I don't know. Should I just go with red? I mean, he summoned me here. Why would I just abandon him and go with him? It really doesn't matter. Red is like good guys and white is like bad guys. I thought so. How disappointing. Oh well, you made your choice and I respect that. For now, I will guarantee your safe passage until you've met with Yugioh. After all, I don't want our little game to end too quickly. That wouldn't be sporting. Look forward to the day when we meet again, duelist. Until then. Oh wow. Grab a tinny if you don't enjoy the game, at least you'll be I don't drink actually. I don't drink at all, gone mad. I'm not a yeah. I don't drink alcohol. I don't enjoy it. Sight, I present Prince Yugioh. The last Prince of Lancaster, a true Welshman, and the hope of who calls ourselves Celts. My lord, may I present Sight, the Rose Duelist. You serve us well, Simon. My mother was wise in summoning you from Scotland. Well, wait. From my little knowledge of Yugioh, isn't he an Egyptian god? And is Yugioh set in England? I don't know. You want me silent. Duelist, I am Yugioh. Actually, Henry Tudor is my name, but I find it tiresome. You may call me Yugioh. I'm sure Simon explained our situation, but it's only right that I request your services. Myself, I need you to return to England and put an end to the threat of the Rose Crusaders. Their white rose cards form a barrier that prevents my armies from setting foot on British soil. If I remember correctly, after this huge intro, they kind of like just shut up at the end of the game. There shouldn't be any more 100 hours of text. That'll be good. Although we Celts have the red rose cards, we are but inheritors who are unable to wield their full power. In the hopes of reversing our fortunes, we gambled on a jeweled legend that spoke of a rose duelist. According to the same legend, one must use a deck whose cost is lower than the opponent's to capture a rose card of either colour. I believe that it is important that you keep this in mind, as the cost of your deck could not exceed the cost of your opponent's deck. I would like you to note that our resources have been pressed to the limit, requiring us to invade England by August. My troops will land in Milford Haven, Wales, and march on to face the enemy at Bosworth Field. Having all of the Rose Crusaders out of the commission by this time would be ideal, as that might prove difficult. Any reduction by their force would be appreciated. Right then, let us part company and reunite in Bosworth. Simon will provide you with details as to where and when we'll meet once more. Luckily with you, Duelist. Oh my gosh. I can play. Oh my god, I can move. Hey look. My hometown is right here. I was born here. Weird the Isle of Wight isn't here though. But I was born right here. Hawkesbury, Rex Raptor. Deck cost. Well, there's no way I can. Wait, mine has to be less. So technically, I can win both those. Okay. Let me save it. It's a video game, I think so. I think it's a video game. Oh my lord. I don't care. I never asked you as you have all these games. You're only limited PS2 consoles. I have the silver one that I'm using. Just the silver one. I remember liking this game, but man, that intro was heinous. How goes this game so far? Hey Gale Shades, well for the past 50 minutes I was watching a tutorial. Hehe, so you're the legendary Rose Duelist. Prepare to face the sting of my insect deck. Now to forget everything I ever done that ever happened. Right, okay. Okay. I win by... Alright, oh, animation. Interesting. This battle is going to be better tutorial than I expected. This is going to be a better tutorial than better tutorial as expected. Yeah, so much better. I'm just going to end my turn so I can save up for another powerful. My defense is pretty crap, so I might just... Sure. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Hey 25th, it's the real thing old Yugioh games considering what the card game became. Oh really? Yeah, and yeah, I remember that, Joe. But the bug thing only had 700 points, 700 defense points, so I wasn't really. Yeah, that sucks. That is a hectic one. I'll give you that. When it counts toward your attack points, here's 2100 versus your 1250. Yeah, no, I do remember that, but. Well, I summoned this thing in attack mode, I'm pretty sure. Just skip it, yeah. God dang it. I have nothing to counter that one. Of course they are. My apologies, yes. Holy crap, that changed a lot more than I was expecting it to. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. I'm probably doing absolutely terrible at the moment, but this is my first ever attempt at this game, so. Ooh, hello. Finally, a good card, yeah. nice bit of damage. Fuck shit, there's defend, fuck, holy shit, defend. Whatever the hell that was. Transform into a pupa of moth that casts 5 turns and face up defense destroy progress when the card revives a larva moth. There is something other than that. I'm assuming Pupa of Moth is a very strong card. I'm assuming. I was like, what card is that? I realized I had another card down there. Oh. That's a trap. We get attack. Okay. You're trying to to pull for a perfectly ultimate great moth is really bad for me. Of course it is. Well, that sucks. Okay. Is what it is. Means I can summon another one there. Oh, that's actually a good card. Holy crap, I really look at these abilities. He has so many cards in the field at once, it's pretty crazy. I guess a few of these spell cards. Yeah, we know what's going to happen. Just skip that. Yeah, I realize that, but I don't know, it's fine, I'll just... keep attacking stuff, I suppose. Cool. I'm gonna win this one. Hopefully. Oh damn. Well then. Well, there goes my strongest card. Yeah, definitely looking very difficult. I have nothing that can do anything against that. At all. Against dragon monsters, of course it is. God damn. What am I supposed to do? Oh no. Oh, God dang it. Maybe the strat here is to get in and just beat him down directly, probably. Hey, Water Kirby. I think before I know I'm gonna fail, so I might as well just surrender. I'm not gonna win this. But I know there's no way I'm gonna win this. I can't do any damage to these things here. I can't even get to him. And he's gonna basically summon the Great Moth, but okay. Oh, I win, you lose, I'm good, you stink. Let's give it a shot, eh? Oh, did I lose a rose card for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did indeed. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't lose. Oh no, I have 8. Never mind. I didn't lose a rose card. Increases the power of warrior monsters of light and earth by 500 points. That's nice. She just goes and hides in that corner there. Now I should kill him and do more damage. Right? Nice, okay. That's a good start. This one's not as good. That's okay. Ow. Oh, Beaver Warrior. Wait. I summon the Beaver Warrior. Beast Warrior won't count as a normal warrior because the warrior one will only increase it 500. This won't do it, so I can technically. Wait, hang on. A lot of damage. Alright, great, thank you. Is this a real background behind you? All my games? Yes. There's a real background behind me. That's the first time I've ever been asked that question. FF Loft, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I own all these games. I own all the games I'm playing. Thanks for the follow. I'm definitely struggling in this game though. Try fusing the girl with Honeywell. How do you fuse? Wait, you can fuse? Oh, I see. Huh. I had no idea. Lady of the Faith and Honeywell. Is that the one you want me to do? There's only girl there, so... Yeah. That was great. Fantastic. Oh, I did nothing. Oh, so just there are combinations? Oh, okay. Hunter was gonna get his ass handed to him. That sucks. Ouch. Oh wait, I didn't lose anything? Sucks as well. Hey, I'm at work right now. I was sticking around. Just noticed you're playing. Jose's good luck. Thanks, mate. This is the first fight and I'm failing miserably. Sometimes it's worth trying to combine cards to clear up your hand. Oh, okay. But do you need the summon power to equal the amount of cards that are here? So if I, so for example, if I did Hard Armor and Hero of the East, wouldn't that mean I require 6 summoning points though? Just 3. Okay. Oh, we'll see what happens, eh? What could go wrong? Oh, I did something. But it's not that great. What's the effect, actually? 300 points of battling dinosaur monsters. That's not a dinosaur. That is indeed not a dinosaur. But it's a warrior, though, so technically... Why did that work? Wasn't that meant to work? When I turn the face up, it's meant to activate? Oh, great. Great. What? I was about to actually use that on something. I don't know. Of course it is. Doesn't so there's a 45-minute tutorial on stuff that you may or may not need, and there's still so much extra stuff involved. Bloody-tastic. Perhaps like fusions, they need to be added directly to the card. We're getting somewhere though. We're learning on the fly. This is definitely another fail though. That's the only thing. Another foul attempt. I'm being absolutely surrounded by these things, and I just cannot seem to catch a break with these guys. Oopsie. Yeah. Why not? Oh wait, it did something. What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm surprised it even did anything. Cool, okay. Alright. Combining card is interesting. I can't summon anything. Oh, that sucks. He can move 2 places as well, so I'm dead here. This is it's over. Game over. So maybe I've already moved, never mind. There's a lot of trial and error. I always had guides from old game involving magazines. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we learned a lot. Yeah, this game is going to be a hell of a journey, I think. Okay. Well, I think for now, I might just have to save it, and then, actually, should I just not save it, and, I'm not going to save it, yeah, because I saved it beforehand. I saved it before I started doing anything. Abbreviate sounds much better, actually. Having to watch that thing every time would be annoying. Pretty sure I saved the game. I did, the moment it came to, so I can have those losses not against me. Yeah, cool, easy. Fantastic. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to end this episode here. Yep, what a wheel spin indeed. Pause the timer. As always, I have to end the YouTube stream first. I need to shave soon. So yes, everyone watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the help, Joe and Verm. Hopefully I'll catch you guys on Thursday, because I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is my offline recording stuff. So yes, Thank you all so much for watching on YouTube. I will see you all the next time. Have a good night, have a good day, and I will catch you then. And of course, everyone.